Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I know it's been a long time, but for today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a wig from Sowigs. OMG guys, I just received this in this beautiful purple packaging and oh my god, I don't think I've ever received hair in such a beautiful packaging before. But inside the bag, they gave me some cards with information and lashes. But let's get to the fun stuff, which is the hair, guys. So the hair is very curly. It's Brazilian and it's 18 inches. Yes, and it's 130 density, so it's not as thick, but that's okay. That's okay because when you have curly hair, you don't even want it to be that thick. How would you look? Like, imagine you with like a small head, curly hair, and like 300 density. All right, I'm getting off topic. Anyways, this hair is so nice, guys. I'm just showing you how it looks. Inside, the parting is about, I would say 4 inches. I mean, I do prefer 6 inches, I've leveled up, but this is okay with me because with curly hair you can flip it back, it doesn't even matter, guys. It will look good regardless. So but this girl, can you guys see the curl pattern? It looks like spiral curls and all that. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, but guys, it's okay because I'm a finesser. I can make anything work, and I'll show you guys. So this is how the curls look. Of course, it's 130 density and it's 18 inches, but it doesn't look like that because you have to stretch it. This just looks so good to me right now. Like, I just see like all the possibilities. It's endless right now just looking at this wig. So I'm just showing you guys the parting space, and on the side it's about 2 inches and in the center it's 4 inches, but that's okay because who parts it by their air flap anyways? That's weird. I feel like I'm getting so off topic, but as you guys can see, the knots need to be bleached. They're dark. So I'm gonna be going in with my BW2 bleach and my Carol 40 developer. Yes, 40 is a lot, but I don't have time to be waiting 50 minutes on a 10 developer, like, no. So this paste was very watery and runny, so a lot of the hair on the other side did get bleached, but who really cares? It's not really showing, and I did finesse it, so win. So guys, I just put this on the hair and then I flipped it over because I don't like to bleach things flipping the other way because it can soak through and run down the hair shaft. So I flip it over so it just sits on top of the bleach and just bleach that way. And also, whenever I make wigs, I like to bleach it the closure or frontal before it's attached. It's just easier that way. So when I washed out the bleach, I washed it out with my purple shampoo shimmering light, and it got rid of a lot of the brassiness, but not all of it. So in the future, I'm gonna be soaking it. You can soak it for like an hour and it gets rid of more of that brassiness, so that's like a key. So now I'm putting it on my blockhead, and I put a plastic bag down because I don't really want moisture to get on that because it's a blockhead with cork on the inside. You guys can do the math. And I'm just going to use my T-pin to pull it down. And guys, now I'm going to be brushing out the curls just to show you guys the body and everything. And I'm already in love. I've never had curly hair. I've always done straight or body waves. And guys, I was missing out. This looks so good right now. I switched to a comb because like the brush was pulling out a lot of the curls. So the comb just like it detangled and just gave it all the voluptuous body it needed, guys. I'm like so in love right now. So I'm just combing it out and just showing you guys how thick it gets when it's in its like wet state. It is 130, so it's not gonna be like that thick, but it's really cool with me. It just looks natural to me. So that's how it looks, and you guys can see it's stretched a little bit, so it looks a little bit longer, and it's living, it's thriving, it's doing its thing. So guys, you can see the hairline. It looks natural. This is how much hair I lost, by the way, by detangling. And the hairline just looks natural to me, guys. So right now I'm just playing around with parting and all that. It's not really dedicated, guys. With curly hair, you flip it. People really don't like part their hair as much. Like, you really just wear it however. It's curly. With straight hair, you want to do like a parting. You want to lay it down, all that. But with curly hair, it's like just do whatever. It doesn't even matter, So right now I'm just going to be combing the hair back because I will be plucking the front hairline. And this hair really didn't need that much plucking, but you know, me, I'm just like, I gotta just, you know, do one little, you know. But I didn't really do that much because this hairline was really kind of natural on its own. It's 130 density, so it doesn't really have that much of a thick hairline. So it really just worked. Everything just worked out well. So I'm just gonna go on the perimeter just to get rid of a little bit of that hair. So it just looks like you just got a fresh perm, but really not. And as you guys can see, that a lot of the hair on this side didn't get bleached as well, because with it being in a wig state, like already sewn together, it's kind of hard to flip it and make sure that section bleaches. But it's fine, I plucked that anyways, it doesn't even matter. So now I'm just gonna gather some hair in the front, and we're gonna be shaving that off to make little baby hairs. And if you guys can tell, I'm not huge on baby hairs. I'd rather have my hair like just look as natural and like, you know, that permed look. Yeah. So but with curly hair, I feel like you need a little bit of like a baby hair thing going on, because your hair is more curly, so it just looks more natural having that baby hair look. So I did I did shave a little bit off, but not too much. I'm not going wild. That's just don't like it. So I'm spraying the hair with some leave-in right now, and curly hair loves like wet moisture. It thrives like that, guys. So I'm just gonna spray it and just brush through the hair just to have the curls pop a little bit more. And I will eventually let it air dry that way, so that the curls could just pop on its own. I don't really need to do a lot to this hair. It's already like amazing on its own, you know. So right now I'm gonna be using some styling mousse and playing around with the baby hairs I just created. Guys, I was just having fun. This wasn't set in stone. Of course, when I apply the wig, this won't be there, but I just wanted to play around with like how the baby hairs would be laying, and it was so fun. It looks so good, guys. The hairline looks very natural, and I didn't do most of that, guys. The hair came like that, as you guys saw in the video. But this was really fun, and now we're gonna be moving on to showing you guys how the hair looks. Now this is the end result, and this is how much hair I lost in total from plucking, detangling, and everything. And guys, the hair looks amazing. I'm just flipping it, playing around with it so you guys can see how it looks. And I like to flip it and let it air dry and just like play around with it. It dries better that way. So that's how the hair looks for now, guys. So guys, now I'm gonna show you how the wig looks on my twin sister's head. I'm just getting the hooks out. The reason why I can't put the wig on my head is because I have box braids in, and I got them done recently, and I wanted to get this video up as soon as possible. So I asked my sister if she would allow me to apply it on her, and she said yes. We basically have the same size head and everything, so it works. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm showing you guys how I'm gonna apply this wig on her. This is how I'd apply it on me or anyone else who asks me to do it. And yeah, this is gonna be the fun part. So now I'm just gonna be getting the hair out of her face, because you can't really finesse and do that with the hair in her face. You might accidentally cut it, or it just won't work, you know. So just get it out of her face. You can like revive the hair later. And while that's there, I'm going to be cutting the air flaps, cutting the extra lace off, and you know, just making the wig work. You don't really want to go outside looking like this. Automatically people would know that that's a wig, you know. It's you trying to fool them. Anyways, so now you have to position it right so that both the air flaps are over her ears. And then now I'm just going to be cutting the air flaps off, and the extra lace underneath that hair, yeah, get rid of that too, because that's just extra lace that we don't need to glue down. It's just unnecessary. And yeah, as you guys can see, I'm focused, talking to Jade. Yeah, her name's Jade, by the way. So I'm just going to be cutting that off, and you guys are going to see, you guys can clearly see what I'm doing. On this side you can see better because I zoomed in, but do you guys see how the lace perfectly fits over her ear? Like everything just like fits and works perfectly. That's what I like about a wig. And the knots really helps it, like bleaching the knots really helps the hair to like blend into the skin and all that. So it's really necessary to bleach the knots. I wish I knew that a year ago. Well, not a year, 2 years ago, because I would wear my wigs without the knots being bleached because I was so afraid to lose hair. Anyways, so just keep cutting the lace, and then you're gonna cut the front lace too, because that's a part of cutting the lace. And just get all the hair out of her face, your client's face or your face or whatever, because at the end of the day, you don't want to cut all that hair off. Then you're gonna have short baby hairs for like an inch going back, and that's weird. So guys, to lay this wig down today, I'm going to be using Bold Hold. Yes. And I'm sorry my bottle looks like that. It's been really used. It doesn't look new because it's been used. So I'm going to be using this fake cardboard thing to lay the glue down. And I always use my finger, but you're not supposed to, but I do it anyways, because it's just easier for me to do it that way. But I'm trying to not do that anymore. So I'm using this card thing to like lay the glue down, and of course it's not working as great as my fingers, so I'm just gonna use my finger for this section. And the key is, guys, you don't want it to be clumpy, you want it to be smooth. Like, lay it flat so it dries clear evenly, and that's how it works. Sometimes it's not gonna dry clear in time, so you know, whatever. Or you can do it in parts. People do it in sections, like the front first, the side second, then the air flaps. I'm impatient and I'm weird, so I do it all together at once, and I keep forgetting to try new ways, so that's why I'm doing it like this now. And it just works for me this way, you know. This is what I do. So the front dried first, so I put the front down first, and I just matched it up to where I think. And guys, the best way to do this too is using like an eyeliner or makeup tool to just draw where like the wig stops in the front, so you know exactly where to put the glue. But I forgot to do that also, but it works this way. It just worked out, so I'm fine. So you want to use the tail of your comb to press the hair into the glue. This is key. If you don't do that, then I don't know what to tell you. It won't lay properly, you know? And this, on the sides, I just pulled it down, and just, you guys could tell the glue didn't dry fully on this side, but as I said, I'm impatient, but I did make it work, so it's fine. And I did it on the other side too. Most of it is dry, so we're good, you know? It doesn't even matter. Just pull it down and press it in with the tail of your comb. Press it in. I mean, after this, you're going to be using a scarf to hold it down anyways, but you still want to press it in just so it could just stay down and stay firm. And throughout this video, you know, when you have a fresh wig, you're going to be cutting the lace often. And after it's broken into, like, it gets more, like, adjusted to everything that's going on. So right now I'm just going to be cutting some of the extra lace or gluing down some sections that weren't properly glued down. So that's what you're going to be doing for the first time that you like lay your wig down. Of course, I'm going to be using a scarf to lay her hair down. And after you do this, guys, you want to leave it there for at least 10 minutes so it just melts into her skin. Do it as tight as possible, guys, but not like tight where you're like killing them. Just like hold it as tight as possible until they can't take the pain anymore, because you want it to like push the lace into their skin as much as possible. I can't emphasize that enough, guys. So 10 minutes later, I'm taking the scarf down, and yeah, doesn't it look pretty against my backdrop? Red and silver and black. It just works, you know? I mean, thank God I picked the red scarf. Anyways, so taking it off, you can tell that like it looks a little bit more melted, right? It's sunk. Okay, good. So since it's like this, you're gonna comb the hair out. You can't leave it like this. It looks messy. And if it dries fully like this, it's gonna be a mess. So just comb the hair out. I comb it back into the hair, like I comb it backwards so it just looks like it's laying down, like her hair's in a ponytail, because that just works for me. The next thing is a key step you don't want to miss. It's makeup, guys. You want to put makeup on the wig. This helps it to blend into the skin better, especially if your client is wearing makeup. You want to just like blend makeup into the the wig, it just works better. It sinks deeper, you know? That's the new term we're using, sink. It just sinks deeper, you know? So just blend it out. You could use any shade that fits your client's skin. Of course, after you do your little makeup or whatever, you're gonna go back over that, because if you want to, I mean, I would. That's what I do. So just go over that with your makeup brush and just sink it in more. So as stated in the beginning, I don't normally do baby hairs, but because this wig is curly, I'm going to be doing a little bit of baby hairs. Now, when I do baby hairs, guys, I don't do like waves on waves on waves, drowning. No, it's like I do the more natural looking baby hairs, like the simplified version, because I don't like how the extra version looks. It just doesn't look natural at all. And I'm using my Got to Be glue, the yellow one, not the black. The black is canceled in 2019. And we're going to be using this edge brush and comb thingy, and we're going to be laying down the edges. When you lay it down, you want to kind of pull it over the lace and then bring it back over the lace, if you guys can see what I'm doing. So you pull it down and then push it over. So it kind of like hides the lace a little bit. It's a facade, guys. It kind of hides the lace while making it look cuter. And that's the key of doing the baby hairs for your wigs. So guys, as you can see, there's some parts of the flaps that are going to be pulling up. So you could just quickly use like your glue to push it down, or you could just cut it off. I didn't want to cut it off because it would be kind of like an uneven section right there. So you could just lay it down really quickly. As I said, look, this is a new wig, so normally when I get a new wig, the lace is like harder to lay in the beginning, and then after a few times it just lays perfectly, like it's just broken into. So after I'm done laying all the baby hairs, guys, I go in with the scarf again. And this time when you go in with the scarf, you're going to do whatever you want. You want to lay down for more than 10 minutes. And in this instance, I did her makeup, and wow, doesn't she look amazing, guys? I know, I did that. So after I pulled the hair down, it looks like a big like mane. So you have to go in with some products. So this part of the video, we're just going to be putting some products in. These are my sister's products because, as I said, I don't really have that much, and she's feeling herself. She hasn't seen herself yet, guys, but I was gassing her, so she's kind of feeling herself without knowing. And now we're putting some just curly creams and leave-in sprays. So when you put the creams in, you want to put like some spray in it just to weigh it down and give it that defined look, some more definition. So the cream gives it like the heavy definition, and then the spray, the leave-in spray, makes it like more wet looking with definition. So it just works together, and you don't really need a lot of products because this hair is just soft on its own, very nice on its own. But she wanted a more wet look in her hair, so that's why I went in with all these products. And all you have to do is just keep doing it until you like where it's at. I had to keep doing it until it had that like wet look, and all of it was more wet than dry. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this section. If you don't want to use a lot of your leave-in spray, you could use water. Water works too with the like creams. So that's what we're going to be doing for this section, and you guys could just watch until the end. So guys, we've basically reached the end of the video, and we're gonna keep spraying and detangling, and we're basically done. As you guys can see, the hair looks a little bit more wet and defined, which is a look we were going for. And this is basically the end of the video. So I guess, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching and tuning into this video. you guys can enjoy the slow-mos. But thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. If you guys do like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe for more content. And guys, check the description box below for the description of the wig or where I got the wig from. And I also have a discount code in the description box for anybody who wants to get this wig. I highly recommend it, guys. As you can see, it really worked, and I'm really grateful that I have this wig. It's like amazing. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.